Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as a Collector 75. Welcome back to another Transformers review. For this review I have the Autobot Large Pretenders, Waverider, Cloudburst and Landmine. I'm only doing 3, there are 3 others of course, Ground Shaker, Sky Eye and Splashdown. But I thought I'd do them in 3s, mainly because these were free with the first release ones, and then 3 I think was second release, but the other 3 didn't get a release in the UK. Only 3 Autobot and 3 Decepticon ones got released in the UK for some reason. As it was back then, well as it is still now, where they don't release every figure over here. It's a bit annoying really. Yeah, and you'd think really if they were going to release some figures in one country, you'd think they'd release the decent ones that would sell, not all the ones that just end up sitting on the shelf because they're all so fucking shit. Anyway, I digress, so let me just get back onto the review here. This is of course the Pretenders. Everyone knows the Pretenders, they weren't very popular and they're still not that popular now. Only 1 or 2 of the figures are, like Thunderwing and what have you. But generally, especially these ones, not that popular. I wasn't even bothered about picking them up, and when I did pick them up, I didn't get them in very good condition. I think I may have got slightly better ones over time, but I wasn't that bothered. Like I think Waverider here is a point in fact. I managed to get all his weapons. At the time, they didn't even come with weapons, I wasn't even that bothered. As you can see, the shell is a little bit discoloured. But he does have, you can take his helmet on, and he looks like he's a ginger fellow under there. Yeah, he's got this little axe thing, what's this soft plastic shit, so you leave that in the sunlight and you're fucked. Yeah, and he's got this little gun, which ain't too bad. That's going to become his inner robot's gun as well. They all come with movable arms, but the legs don't move. Right, anyway, to get the guy out of this fella, we've got to take his little belt off. So then we split him in half. Let me just move my camera back here. There we go, that might be a bit better, mightn't it? Yeah, so we split the guy in half, and then as you can see, the robot just falls out. We're going to put that back together, and then just put everything over to one side. Gives me a bit of room. This is the folded up inner robot. This is Waverider. I put a nice big Autobot logo on him there. We're just going to take him to robot mode because that is the easiest. There we go, just do that and fold his little feet down. And that is him in robot mode, and as you can see it's a pretty crummy looking robot mode. This was around the time, I think I may have said it before, that I was thinking as a kid, why don't they make Transformers like they did when I first started collecting, like the old G1 ones, but instead they're coming out with crap ones like this. And of course, obviously I didn't know it at the time, but it's all down to money and everything like that. Well, being a kid and everything, I wasn't to know the exact in and out workings of Hasbro, but we do now of course. Yeah, but they just kept coming out with crap like this, which was a shame, because if they'd kept coming out with figures like they did with G1, even though of course they weren't produced by Hasbro, I think the line would have been a lot more successful than it fucking was, but there we go. Anyway, as you can see, he's a bit of a spindly robot. Right, let me take this guy to his... I believe this guy, I can't actually remember what it is. I think it's a hovercraft or something. Yeah, it's a hovercraft, yeah, because he's Waverider, so obviously it's sea-based. Like I said before, usually at land, air and sea-based vehicles. Right, we're going to transform this. I think we push the head down like that. Turn him over. Push these arms back, fold them up. Most of these figures, as you would probably notice, have got nearly enough all the same transformation. Not much imagination back at the Hasbro offices, or the design offices. As you can see, then we just flip these little wings out, just here, like that. Straighten his little feet out if you need to. And then we've got Waverider in robot mode, and you can take this gun, you can put it there. And then he's got a little turbine, as you can see the back of his head there is a turbine. And then you can put him in the water and he would just sail along, I suppose. Looks pretty much the same as every other one, just slightly different. And then it could be an air thing, it could be a sea thing, it could be a land thing for all the ones that look like this. Anyway, we're going to put him over there. Let's move swiftly on to another one. This is Landmine, I believe. I usually get these two fellas' names wrong. As you can see, again, he's just an all shell, quite thick. Usually looks like they're carrying backpacks just so they can hide the extra space needed for the robot. But he comes with a sword, again bendy plastic, and a big gun. Again, you can take his helmet off. I don't know why they've all got their faces hidden, but there we go. Yes, anyway. Going to open this fella. Oh no, he's got a fucking belt, hasn't he? There we go, just get that off. Some people do like the Pretenders. I mean, I quite like them, to be honest. I do now, anyway. There we go. Right, so, oh, don't know what it's doing in there. Oh, it's probably to stop the robot moving about because he's pretty lanky. Right, so let's just take this guy to robot mode. Not that hard. Just open these out. And there's his robot mode. As you can see, another lanky one. Spindly with a head that's slightly oversized for this head. Anyway, you can put his gun in his hand because he has holes on the inside of his hand. I don't know why they couldn't put them there, but there we go. And that's Landmine in robot mode. Yeah, that's probably one of the worst ones, if I'm honest with you. I'm not even impressed with that now. Right, to transform this, I believe we turn his head round. Turn these round this way, like that. Then we're going to fold his legs over, like that. Fold his feet flat. Do the same on this one. Yes, and that is his car mode. Or minesweeper, whatever one you want to call him. I think this will go into, slot that into the back of his head where the screw is. Yep, and there we go. And that is his landsweeper car mode, whatever. You see he's got a cockpit in there. But you're not going to see past his thighs, so there we go. Yeah, definitely not my favourite one, that one. It's a bit crummy, if I'm honest. Yeah, well, they don't get a lot better than that, to be honest. Right, let's move on to Cloudburst. Now, he comes with a big red gun. And this little soft plasticky whip. He's probably into something dodgy. Let's get that out, put him down there. And again, you can take his blue helmet off, like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this off. Like so, that'll go down there. Right, let's open this fella up. As you can see, another nice robot. That's what he looks like inside. I've got a bit more bubble wrap in there to hold the bloody robot in. Otherwise, they just end up rattling about. It's going to be a bit bloody annoying. And this is him. And now then, out of nearly all the Pretenders, apart from Skullgrin, these two fellas over there, they got the most exposure in the comic, having their own story or two to themselves. And a pretty crummy story it was too. If it wasn't for like the Mechanibals and I think Dreadwind and bloody Darkwing in it, probably would have been fucking even worse. Can't be worse than that fucking Micromaster wrestling story, but there we go. Right, we're going to put his little weapon in there. And as you can see, he's a very, very spindly robot, as they all are. But then again, they're supposed to be Cybertronian robots, and so you can't really grumble. It's alright, it's better than fucking Landmine anyway. Anyway, right, let's transform this very, very quickly. We're going to transform this very quickly. Now then, how do we do this? That's the top, so maybe that goes like that. Follow my arms under, so I was looking at these wings and I couldn't work out how they fucking move, but no, I don't know. How do they fucking come out? Oh, maybe they stay there then. Bit strange, but there we go. Yeah, there we go. So you fold the wings out like that. It's been a long time since I've got these out, you can tell. Get these fucking wings out like that, and just these fold over like this, and you can turn his head round. That was probably a great fucking start. Yeah. The Decepticon ones look so much better for some reason. I suppose it's like that bloody guy said in Transformers 3. One of the Decepticons always get the good shit, and the Autobots are left with these fucking muppets. Right, here we go. I don't know where you want to put his gun in this mode. Maybe, oh, it goes under here, doesn't it? Yep, there we go, that can go under there. Like so. And that is Cloudburst in his vehicle mode, which is obviously some sort of like flying hovercraft, whatever you want to call it, spaceship mode, that they all have. Near enough. Like I say, they all look very similar. You could just, they're just basically saying what they are, really. Apart from that one, obviously he's got wheels, but there we go. Right, so I've got a few more Pretenders reviews I want to do, but they're going to take a bit of time because I've got to try and dig them out of my mum's loft. But we shall see when I get round to doing them. I'm not going to upload all the Pretenders videos at once. The same with my Action Masters videos. I'll probably do one and then another and then something else. Otherwise, everyone will get fucking bored with these fucking things. Right, anyway, this has been Graham, the Collector 75, and I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.